When you cross the Ann Richards Bridge, you're entering what I call the free state of South Austin. We are different, and we're gonna prove it to you starting right here, right now, at the YETI building.
YETI chose to invest in a really cool piece of architecture, very unique building in Austin, and you don't just do a regular sign on something a building that's this cool. You know, you got a cowboy, which is wild and crazy, and riding a tarpon, and putting those two things together is just kind of whimsical and different and crazy and fun. There are other sign makers out there, but I told the team we're using Evan. He's so unconventional, fun, smart as shit.
I always like when Evan enters into a more corporate environment, if we will, because he's unlike any creature that they've ever seen before, and it completely freaks them out. And then they'll ask him for, you know, architectural renderings that they can put in their plans, and he will, without fail, bring out his crude little pencil drawing that they have no earthly idea what to deal with.
Evan can get a concept so quickly. I remember him hanging the first sign at San Jose. I think I did sketch that on a napkin.
Well, what we've got is a full-scale pattern of the upper part of the sign, the cowboy riding the tarpon. I'm gonna notch about 30 feet of metal here, and I'm going to just wrap it all the way around, riveting as I go, until I've got a cookie-cutter cowboy on a tarpon. That is what we call the can. Almost always, I will, somewhere in that armature, in that hidden part that nobody can see, I will use a little piece of old steel, like grafting a plant, and I'll stick it in there to try to teach the other steel how to be. It's all triangles, and triangles are a really rigid, strong structure. There's no weak point. A circle's kind of the same way. A circle's perfectly aerodynamic, and that's what is kind of cool about neon. Short of a hailstone hitting it, nothing can hurt it. Neon is linear light, so it's perfect for outlining things in color. As long as you can deliver power to it, current to it, and as long as the tube remains intact, theoretically, it'll go till the end of time. And yet, you're putting it in glass. So you've got this sort of dichotomy of impulses. You know, you've got this thing that's timeless, put in something that is necessarily extremely fragile. It's not a picture of a cooler. It's a picture of a cowboy riding a tarpon. That's a fantasy. That's a dream sequence. A statement on American kitsch. I try to make things that are memorable, not just for an instant, but for a long time. This will be up for, you know, years to come, and there'll be kids who will come by and look up at that and talk about it and remember it. That's what I aspire to with every sign I do, but not all of them have as good a shot at it as this does.